Hi everyone, ThinkMinding back. I said I would talk about this Christian convention. So I will start with Wednesday. And I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, in all reality, it really wasn't that bad. Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, December 28th, 2011. I came into work at like 3, because that's when I was scheduled, and it was just super packed in there. It was just huge, it's just busy. I didn't understand why. I mean, I work in the food service, if you didn't know already. And there's just kids everywhere with these little badges, that said what convention they're from and whatever. There were two conventions. Now, I believe the Christian convention went from Wednesday to today, so Sunday. And it was like a card convention, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic the Gathering, um, Pokemon, any cards that you can think of. They had a convention, and theirs was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, all right, and I'll talk about both sides of, because you could, I mean, you can tell because they're wearing the badges. All right, so first things first. Who's texting me? Um, Wednesday, I walk in. I go to work, start doing exactly what I was doing, a little frustrated because I couldn't start cleaning when I wanted to clean. I had to take care of customers or whatever, which is fine. I mean, I have no problem with that. That's my freaking job. And at this point, I was on register. So, with that said, these especially the girls, especially the girls, and it makes sense because they are from the Christian convention, but the girls, they were, preppy, kind of, uh, private schooly. They've obviously not worked a job ever, obviously. So, yeah, like, they were just really dumb. We have this thing where you can choose two, and, it's, like most places, like McAllister's and places like that, they have like a half and half where you can have half a salad and a cup of soup, or half a sandwich and half just two. You pick two. That's it. No more. It's not three. Okay, it would be called you pick three. Anyway, so after I explained this to these people, and I was really nice about it, I'm very, like, I'm able to, like I was saying in my last video, I'm not biased, and bias being I'm able to turn that off, the whole judging thing. Like, I don't feel like I have to judge them or, prove a point to them at that moment because they really aren't worth my time at that moment in time because they're not really listening and they're not really ready for it. So, there's really no point in for it. So, yeah, it's just really just trying to explain to the girls that it's two and they're halves. Two halves make a whole, like a whole meal. Like, it really, I don't know. I told you exactly how I told you the first time, and then they were like, what? So I had to continuously, like, come up with different metaphor. Like, it just, finally the metaphor of, you have half of a slice of bread, like they understood that. So I don't even know. It was really weird. The guys, they were just, very carefree, very, like, whatever, they weren't really rude. The only people that were rude was our regular customers that come in on that day. And they were really rude. I mean, not rude, but they were just very impatient and very. I mean, understandably, they didn't know that this was going on. We didn't know that this was going on, and yeah. So there's that. And specifically on that day, the rudest thing that did come up, and it was the girls who were asking it. They were asking us for a discount, and I was like, well, a discount? Like, what kind of discount? And they were like, well, like a tax discount. Okay, it's a Christian convention. I don't feel like they should get anything tax exempt. I'm sorry. Like, that, no. We didn't have, nope, we just didn't. We didn't give them whatever other places may have, but they didn't let us know that they were going to be in town. They didn't let us so there was all that. And like the only thing that I can think of that they would get a discount for is, like a group discount because they're bringing so much business or whatever, and sometimes companies will do that. However, I don't think that's right, like, either, because, I mean, they're a Christian convention. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, the card convention didn't ask for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was really whatever. These conventions are cool because it's bringing money to the town that we would otherwise not have, but I'm gonna get into that later. So anyway, with that, like Wednesday was all right, whatever. So Thursday comes along, I was off Thursday. Friday comes along. Those same people are they're kind of irritable, the specific ones with that necklace, they're just kind of irritable, kind of tired of being there, because basically their parents shipped them off to this convention because their parents weren't around. I mean, there were some people's parents that were there, but there were quite a few kids who were just there. Uh, and yeah, they would probably rather be at home celebrating New Year's with their friends and, whatever, mostly their friends. So I can understand why they were kind of whatever, but that's not our fault. The people who are serving your food, it's not our fault that did something to where your parents ship you. I don't know where your religion. I don't know. It's not our freaking fault. So I don't understand. It was just very irrational. So at this point, I'm not on the register anymore. I am on the line, and this is Friday. So Friday, I am trying to keep up with the person that the company I work for. They got me a little bit of help that day, and they were going to stay till like 8 o'clock or something so we could clean it up at least, and it really wasn't that bad. I really appreciate that guy's help, and otherwise it would have really sucked closing. Well, I got to know what that was like last night, Saturday night. So anyway, Friday, it was just busy. It was probably a little bit busier, but since there was like another person there, it wasn't so bad. And that day, nothing really went bad because I didn't do any customer service that day, specifically because I was like, I'm probably gonna curse someone out, dude. Like, so the guy that was working with me was kind enough to do that for me. So I did that, and okay, whatever. Anyway, so then there's like somebody just wrecked because people are drinking already. It's whatever. I can hear sirens. Anyway, so that night wasn't too bad. The only thing that came about was like people. What was it? Oh, people just kept asking for discounts. Like, and it's something too, like, where if you're cooking the food and stuff, you don't really deal with that kind of customer service about discount, anything with money, anything with drinks, anything with bakery, or, anything like cookies or anything like that. No, no. That's cashier. So, instantly I'm probably, whatever. I get really irritated. People are asking us for water cups, and we're like, we don't even have cups down here like that. You've never worked a job before. Like, you can really tell who has worked and who has not worked, and it's really sad, and it pisses me off. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Saturday, since it's 8 minutes in. Saturday was horrible. Was fucking horrible. And I'll speak of just one little thing. A girl came up and okay. A girl came up, and we have bread bowls or whatever, and there's we have soup. So this girl was like, she ordered some soup, and specifically with the bread bowls, you can't like dig it all the way out, otherwise they think you're dripping them on soup. So you have to twist it out and make sure that the person whoever's cutting the bread bowls cuts it right. Otherwise, it just fucks everything up. So I took out the middle piece to put the soup in, okay? And I noticed it was kind of poofy. So what I did was, which you're not even supposed to do, I like pushed it down because I was like, well, this girl, I don't want her to think that we're dripping her on any soup. So I pushed it down a little bit and let the bread get in there or whatever. And then I poured the broccoli and poured the stuff in it, handed it to the girl, and she walked off. She said thank you and was very polite or whatever, and then she came back up. And this is my problem with like just people in general. They don't know how to talk to people. One, I was the only person in the kitchen cooking, and it was packed in there. There was like at least 100 and something people in a place that can only hold like 60 people. Like, it was, I don't know, it wasn't good. So I'm busy as crap, and I know, like, probably she didn't want to bother me, but she was like, excuse me? Like, it was just her tone, and it was the way she said it to me, and it was just very annoying, and, if it was something wrong with the food, I can understand why she came to, my side, but there was, like, people huddled around. There was just no rational way to deal with that, other than she could have gotten, one of the cashiers. They could have whatever. I mean, they were busy too, so there was really no good way to go about it. Okay, so anyway, um, she's like, "Excuse me, blah blah blah. I think you didn't give me my soup and this and that and this and that." And I was like, "What did you have?" And she said, "I had a this bowl," and she like held it up or whatever and was like, whatever. And I explained to her, everything's portioned out. You got a ladle and a half of soup. That's what we charge you for. And I mean, yeah, there's not much soup in there. You're not gonna get a bowl's worth of soup. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then like continued to be like just continued to be like, well, there's just look at this bowl. Look at like instead of telling me exactly what she wanted, which was more soup. So, I simply was like, so you want more soup? Like is that what you want? I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. You're just you're pointing out I don't know. And I was like, you want more soup? And she was like, ugh, blah 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 blah. You're like something about like no, something about your service skills or something like that. And I was like, I don't even care. I mean, you can have your soup. I'm just like trying to help you and I'm really busy. And she was like, oh, what's your name? Okay, blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't really care. But my managers were standing right there, saw her being a douche. So whatever. And like after she walked off, they were like, don't worry about it. They're like, we're gonna get that email if she even does it or whatever, and don't even worry about it. And I was like, okay, because I work really hard, and I was like, I just wanted to give her whatever she fucking needed and get the fuck on. I don't even care. Like it's not gonna hurt my feelings that you get extra soup for real, because I don't see any of the money that or any of the extra money that that company makes. We had 4 people, and we were clocking like $2,000 an hour, or I guess it would be $1,000 an hour. So yeah, like for 4 or 5 hours, like that's how we were doing it. And so they made a lot of fucking money off of us just from labor. So I really don't even care. And like that's my train of thought. Like as this girl was like, ugh, like it's a big deal to give me any soap, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's just you were standing here like a dumbass, couldn't even explain to me what you fucking wanted. And yeah, like I was just like, what do you want me to do? Do you want a new bread bowl? I mean, do you want more soup? I mean, what do you want? You're not fucking saying anything. So whatever. Like when you're in that kind of speedy whatever, you just can't. I just can't deal with that. I wanted to be like, oh wow, these are Christians, and these are Christians. Okay, they need to go back to school, they need to work jobs, and they need to be regular people so they can understand how to talk to other people. Because this whole God shit, like, it doesn't matter how I talk to anybody because they have to forgive me anyway because I'm God's child, and blah. No, fuck you. Like, no, you're not blessed. Yeah, you're not. Well, just fuck you, dude. Like, no. And that just really pissed me off. I was like, I didn't even care. I didn't even care. I just wanted you to go and move, and you had to make it a big deal. I don't know, whatever. So there was that one, and then there was let's see, what else? There was also people who um didn't know what they ordered. I don't. Are you stupid? Like, you bought food and don't even remember? See, this just proves to me that Christianity is a huge fucking distraction. They can't even remember what they just ordered. Like it's really stupid. And like I had like 5-minute wait time, so within those 5 minutes you can forget what you just ordered, what you like you and then on top of that get frustrated about it because like I'm number 69 and I'm like I don't know what did you have, and they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like are you retarded? Because then those are the same people who go and sit down and say that that's wrong because they didn't even know what they ordered. And then you have to go, oh my god, I fucking hate my job. Like, obviously I need to get a new job. And, I thought about doing this YouTube thing, but it's actually harder than you think it is to get, like, that ball rolling. You actually have to put money into it, and I just don't have that, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't even know. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you all, my frustrations, because it was a Christian matter. So, this experience legitimately has officially made me a full-blown atheist. Full blown, because fuck those motherfuckers. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, whoa, I can do over 15 minutes? For reals? Wow, this is my first video that's over 15 minutes. I thought that, I could just, like, 10 more seconds or something. 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm going. Alright, bye. Peace.